was pissed at Michael. That's why he wouldn't hang out with him too. Yeah, he was pissed. And when you were telling your story, I was like looking in the monitor, and Usman doesn't cry a lot. He had tears coming down his face. He felt so bad.
So Kimberly wants to tell us all, that Usman was crying because he felt bad about how he treated Angela, because Michael revealed the truth of the fact that he was the one that had been unloyal to Angela, and that this whole time Michael had been running madness behind closed doors that Angela was covering up for him. Here's the funny part. One, I didn't see this man's eyes tearing up. Two, if it did happen, I don't know why TLC wouldn't have shown that on the screen. So three, I genuinely believe that is a complete lie from Kimberly. But here's the other catch though. You can't tell me that my man was crying because Michael got caught out for cheating, and then that therefore put Usman in the wrong for how he treated Angela, when Usman blatantly said to Michael that, listen, if you treat me one way, I will treat you the same. She has been calling me scammer since day one. She has been saying that I am the reason why you have not made it to Nigeria. With those just those things alone in front of us, you're telling me he would now feel bad and cry because Michael was lying this whole time and had been unloyal? But here's the other thing though, and this is something that obviously has been called out multiple times. Throughout the whole 4 parts, remember there was 4 parts of the tell. And in none of those parts did they ever really expose or really dig deep or speak about Angela wanting to go to Canada to be there for her friend, Billy. Because and I don't know why Michael didn't put that out there. Why didn't Michael say, hey, but what about the Billy situation? Why didn't the host say, hey, but what about the Billy situation? That was never said. So when you're adding the Billy situation, Angela was also doing her own wrong. In fact, she admitted that she'd done things on purpose to make Michael jealous. But either way though, all of these things together, they do not add up one bit to say that Usman did cry or drop a tear when he found out that his brother, Nigerian brother, Michael, had been lying and obviously had been cyber cheating on Angela. Even though Angela has been, I guess we don't call it cheating, but even though Angela has been purposely flirting with men for Michael to see, to wind him up, to get his attention. But it's okay. It's okay because she never had any intentions or doing anything with them, because she never sent a message saying that she loves them or wants to do anything with them. Obviously with Michael now, he sent a whole message legit saying that when I get to America, I'll come and see you. It's just funny what is shown on screen and exposed and targeted compared to what is not shown on screen and not targeted. But again, like I said before, I don't know why TLC would not show that little clip, because they don't miss anything. Anything that gives them views, they will show it. So Kimberly, I'm sorry, you are guilty of lying. Let's see what else went down in this conversation with Angela and Kimberly.
And listen, I never cared if everybody thought it was me, right? I protect them. No. I protect people I love.
Let's just stop that right there. Skirt, rewind, rewind. Anyway, sorry. She protects the people that she loves, but yet she has been physical towards Michael. She has been physically abusive. She has been verbally abusive. She has even attempted to be mentally abusive towards Michael. But she protects the people that she loves. Doesn't she love Michael though? I guess for her, because I was protecting him from the public in terms of his truth, that gave her the whole pass to be able to be loud, to be physical, and to just right out be a complete a-hole towards him. If you loved him, and most importantly, if you loved yourself, you'd have left him a very long time ago for your own peace and his own peace. And I couldn't even call this toxic love, because there is no love.
Kim, I just want to say be careful.
Oh yeah, because I mean, it's over, so.
I don't believe that. I believe you're saying that, but I believe Usman is going to manipulate you. And
I mean, listen, man, I find it quite challenging actually listening to this conversation. I just can't believe I'm seeing this. Even though they're having a genuine conversation with a lot of truths, like, these two, the two people who will always go back to their Nigerian spouse. But yes, she's not lying. Usman lies a lot, and if he wants Kimberly back, he would try and bring her back, and he will manipulate her like he already has. But, let's not forget that Kimberly is someone that I believe actually wants to be manipulated by Usman. She has no issue with it, because she wants to be with him that bad. Because there's a fine line between someone that manipulates you and you just don't see it, compared to someone that is manipulating you, but you see it, but you allow it because you just don't want to lose that person.
So, end of the day, I'm going to be real, and I think he's using you.
And you're entitled to your opinion.
It's my opinion. That's it. It's only my opinion.
Yeah.
The sad part about it is that this is the same opinion that her son has been giving her this whole time. Like, Angela, if Kimberly has not been listening to her son saying this, what makes you think that she's going to listen to you telling her this? Let's just process that. But hey, you can only try. Well, those are all the key points from the conversation between Angela and Kimberly. Pretty much going back and forth about Usman being trash and how Usman is he's a user or user man, and Kimberly shouldn't take him back no matter what. And also at the same time having a conversation about how Angela should obviously now move on and not necessarily look to bring Michael back, look to bring Michael into the USA once the green card comes. But at the end of the day, it's just one of those situations where we're looking at a scene where these are two women who have both actually been physical to their counterparts throughout the season, Obviously, Kimberly has thrown drinks, liquids towards Usman back to back. She did it on this season of Happy Ever After. Did it in the season before that, on before the 90 days. And then we're looking at someone like Angela, who we've seen for years upon years be absolutely aggressive with both her voice as well as her physical form towards Michael. And it's just fitting how we have a scene with these two put in the same room together, and they're sitting there actually having a conversation about how wrong Michael is and how wrong Usman is. But in none of their conversation did they ever hold each other accountable for their own actual behavior towards the men that they're with. And it's crazy because they're just talking about, we're both with Nigerian men and we're both over 50. We thought that we finally found the person we wanted, but then this person wasn't the person. And I get it. There's a lot of things to hold accountable that Usman has done, that Michael has done, but why couldn't they not have that conversation of, well, what about what we have done to them as well? What could we have done better? And that's just the annoyingness, the irony of this whole situation, that we will never have a conversation, or we will never see them being confronted by the host even to say, hey, but why did you do that though? Have you not thought about your actions? And the crazy part about it is that they're the type of people who kind of say, you know what, I hold my hands up, I'm sorry, I apologize. But then they'll go do it again anyway. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes to Michael and Usman, they're more than happy to sit there and really lay everything on them and everything they've done that's so bad, as if they've had no role. Kimberly's role is that she has tried to force a man to love her and want her. A man that she knows doesn't actually love or want her. She knows it, Angela, on the other hand, is someone that has stuck around with a man that she knows is no good for her, but then she sticks around for him anyway, regardless. And then projects onto Usman that Usman is the scammer, as if Michael isn't the scammer as well. It would have been nice if they had actually had a real conversation. It would have been nice if they had maybe put someone in the room to mediate the conversation and ask them, but what about what you have done in this situation? What about what you have allowed happen as well? Kimberly has allowed Usman to manipulate her. And Angela's allowed Michael to be doing madness behind closed doors and protect him. Anyway, you guys let me know what you're thinking in the comment section, and we'll most certainly talk about it. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.